Hi, welcome to my capstone project demonstration. Here I will demo for the firewall IDS detection. Um, Here I try to explain what is IPS and IDS is. Um, then after that I'll move into the tools. Here what tools I'm using. Um, that's also displays here. Um, then moving on to the tools and our actual demonstration. Um, so here, as you can see, I'm using VMware as my virtual machine to build up my virtual lab, a home lab, where I have two Kali Linux machines already booted. Sorry about the screen. I have three different virtual machines running. One is this, and second one is this, and the third one is the firewall itself. So this is the Opnsense Firewall, which is Opnsense version is 25.7.3. This is running on my LAN. It has the IP address of 10.200.200.251. So to follow that IP address, my Kali LANs, Kali virtual machines are also set up on the same LAN. So the LAN address for is 10.200.225, and this is 10.200.200.26. So since they're on the same LAN, they both could connect to the firewall. And now I'm going to demonstrate that as they could connect. So here I'm going to spin up the IP address 251, and it's logs in right. So both could connect to this firewall. So the reason for me to um, have two different Kali Linux booted up, because I would like to use Kali Linux has the OpenSense doesn't have its own UI, so um, one machine of the Kali Linux would be used to access the UI of the firewall. So let me do that. Show here. So I am able to log into the Opnsense Firewall, and here you could see the lobby, and the lobby you could see the dashboard. There are like system information here, the Opnsense internal. This pretty much matches the information here versus here. Um, Also the uptime, average loads, and we see memory disk traffics on resources. There is also the DHCP LAN services, IP services. There's also interface statistics, also firewall traffics, traffics in, traffics out, and also other services that's active on the firewall itself, right? So now coming to the part where I have set up the Suricata firewall. So the place is that the Suricata rules is not um, included within the Opnsense. It's a external engine that we need to I need to add it. So the way we could add it is to like going to the system, then going to the firmwares, and going to the packages, and here all the available services from Opnsense is present. We could actually like install, uninstall, reinstall them from here. And among these all the services, I also have already configured Suricata, so I'm gonna bring it up. Here it is. So I have installed the Suricata on this firewall. So it's a high performance network IDS, IPS, and security monitoring engine, as it mentioned. So it's already there. And the process is quite difficult because to make the Suricata active, we need to active other different services such as the some of these interfaces, like set up the different LANs, configure them on the Opnsense as well as on the machines, so they could be part of the same network. As well, we had to assign some rules to the firewall for LAN specifically, so that actually allows any services for the demo. Maybe for real life, we could set up more, set up different firewalls rules, but this is what's going to work for this demonstration. Also, I think there is also a proxy service that I have installed. So this also helps for the Suricata to add as a for proxy services. Also add certification to it. So this is what basically takes the time to set up the Suricata. So now, so Suricata has its own server. It needs to be run on a server system that's I'll try to run. So it's gonna run on a port 80. So currently the Suricata is active, and before we do that, I'm gonna go to firmwares, packages, plugins, system services. So this is where most of our intrusion detection gonna show. We have set it up to catch any unauthorized nmap command or intrusion to this network. So so this is the rule we set up based on Suricata. So this, since Suricata is an external service, so it shows up as a custom nmap rules. We set up as an alert. It has a service ID, SID. Then it also has a class type. So if it's an attempted recon, it shows a message nmap site stealth scan detected. So this is the rule has set up for the intrusion attempted recon. and if there isn't any intrusion, it's gonna show up on this alert. Uh, so the way we could um, validate that is by going to um, going to execute a command. So I'm running on the same VM um, to demonstrate. So we're gonna run the sudo nmap command on the 10.200.200.251 IP address for the top 500 ports. Um, so let's run the command and see what result we get. So we executed the command from the same machine, and we are expecting a reply. So okay, so as soon as I refreshed, I noticed these alerts are now showing. So it has quite the details. It has the time, which matches our time on top here, 23:58 on 11:38 to 25. So it ran on 23:57, and there is also a service ID, which we could compare to this service ID and the action, also which interface, the source, the port, and the destination port, and there is also the same alert message we see is nmap assigned stealth scan detected, which we provided here. If we provide a different message, that would also show. We could add more custom alerts or rules to this, and we could capture that as well. So since so this is kind of I ran from the same machine, and I also have another Kali Linux setup here. I like to run it from a different machine now and see how that shows. And to do that, first I'm gonna delete this existing alerts just for clarification. Okay. So I'm gonna run the same command, sudo nmap to 500 on 10.200.200.251. So the execution is completed, and all I have to do is refresh here. And now I do have the details. The time is now 12 a.m. on the December 1st, 2025, which matches the time and date here. Also, the service ID is there, action is there, LAN interface is there, and the source IP is now changed. So the port and the destination, also destination port, our alert message still stays the same. So this is a way to set up a Suricata, set up the Suricata and capture the intrusion detection. And I think it's very important to learn about the Suricata rules and apply them. It's a great tool on the Opnsense. I think there are furthermore tools available on the market, but as a freeware, this is great. Thank you.